Good evening, friends, colleagues, and welcome to this evening's show. This is Monday night's Bite Size. This is our live stream that we do on our Monday, and I literally have just jumped on here after running up from downstairs while I was talking to Nick. So welcome along if you're listening to this as a podcast. Thanks for taking us out on your run with you. I genuinely really do appreciate it. And if you're tuning in live, I know we've only just got up and running, then get your questions and comments in. Ooh, bit of a rush tonight, so apologies for that, and it'll take a little while for me to get my head into gear, if that makes any sense. But yes, so how are we doing? If you're joining us, let me know how you are getting on. We are nearing Christmas. Let me know if you picked up the Nova Blast 5. Super interested to know if you got them. I did smile today. There was a guy on TikTok. He's got loads of followers, and he's been sent an Nova Blast 5, and he's clearly been watching some of my videos and then put that out as a TikTok. Brilliant. That's make me laugh. They clearly have no filter in terms of who they send those shoes out to. But yes, so welcome everybody. We've got a busy week on the YouTube channel as normal. We've got the Ride 18, Saucony Ride 18 video coming later in the week. We've got an ASICS video coming tomorrow about the sort of perfect running shoe lineup, which is great news. And I'm not sure what the other video is. I think it might be a Glycerine Max catch up, which has been a great shoe from Brooks towards the end of this year. So that's a good shout. Funnily enough, I was trying to blag a pair of Brooks Hyperion Elite 5s for spring marathons. I don't know whether that'll work. I might end up with the PB, but we shall see. But exciting stuff coming from Brooks in terms of the Peberfoam, the DNA Gold. So I'm super excited about that. If you haven't seen the video we did was it last week? I can't remember, guys. Let me know. Did a video about the shoes I'm most looking forward to. So check that out. If you've not seen it, I've just seen it. I will dive into the comments, but I've seen the new colorway in the Super Blast 2, which is great news. I think it looks good actually. Although I'm still waiting for that black colorway to come out. Talking of black colorways, the Evo SL, I think that's dropping soon. Adidas Evo SL, and I think it might be coming in the black colorway. I really like the silver Ecodon colorway that some countries, because they've released in some countries the Ecodon sort of the silver and red colorways. Have you seen that in the Adi Zero lineup? Even the Boston 12 looks great in that colorway as well. So let me know if you've managed. I don't know which part of the world you're in, but let me know if you've seen that, because I think that looks banging. You've got the Adios 9 in that as well, which looks a fantastic colorway. It really does look good. If I can get my hands on that colorway, I'll be super pumped. Ideally for London, that'd be great to have them for London. Although we've got the white pair incoming in the Pro 4. Although I did see, I don't know if you guys saw the Valencia Marathon. There was a few people who, like Ben is running, and there was a couple of others who had blood all over their Pro 4s. So I'm not really sure what happened there. But so Ben's going to have to wash his. He's got a video out today, by the way. Go and watch that if you've not seen that. So again, if you're tuning in a little bit later, make sure that you have hit the like button and you're getting your questions and comments in, and I'll work my way through. And we're still waiting on Mick to let us know how long we're going to be. Maybe he's out and about tonight, so we'll just have to wing it and try and do about 30 minutes without getting. I just had a thing come up on my watch. You had a relaxing day and did some exercise. A low stress day with physical activity is good for your well-being. Today's exercise should help you improve your sleep quality. Anyone else get that on there? By the way, did anyone get the Garmin 965 on Black Friday? Interested to know what else you got. So yes, joining us late, get your comments in. Tell me about whether you got the Nova Blast 5. Evening Paul, evening Ian, evening Debbie, evening Chris. I'm sure there was some. Oh yes, two things I had to tell you before we carried on. Firstly, we've got a New Year's Eve special coming live. We're doing a quiz, end of year quiz. Make sure you tune in for that. We have filmed actually 2 pre-records for the Friday show, and also we've got a big competition coming your way. It's going to be a big one to finish the year. I've been working on it for a while. I think it's going to be pretty awesome. It's all a case of sort of giving back, and I'm super excited to be able to do what we're doing. I don't think any other sort of running club or anything is doing what we're doing. So I think it's pretty awesome. So it's another reason to be part of the 40 Runs Running Club, which is totally free to be a member of. So yeah, if you're not involved in that, get involved. But we've got a big comp coming. Hopefully this week. I'm hoping to get that out. If I can do it tomorrow, I will, but we shall see. Because I want to draw it live not this week's pod, the following week, if I remember. As always. Okay, right. Let's get stuck into the questions and comments. I'll have a little sip of this. You're welcome. Oh yeah, the table's not been sold, by the way. Maybe we should do an online auction on here to anyone to buy this table. Which is driving me up the wall. Although I did have a pair of shoes on there, which I had to remove because they're embargoed. They're now there. You can't see them. I should have bought the Saucony up, actually. I mentioned the Ride 18. I should have bought them up. They're downstairs. So that's on me. Again, I rushed on here very late. Okay, right. Let's get stuck in. Thank you, Gary. Evening, Chris. Evening, Joe. Lee, hope the weekend was good. Yeah, it was good, actually. It was really nice. I got out there with Ben and we got 15 miles done, which was really nice. Kind of progressive in the end. It was just lovely being back out there and doing some miles. What I love doing more than anything else is doing long runs and training and that sort of stuff. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. We've got 18 miles on the plan this weekend, so super excited for that. Hopefully we're not going to get wet. So yeah, very much looking for that. Evening, Darren. So yeah, James, the new Super Blast 2 colorway has dropped. Let me know if you've got a pair of Super Blast 2s in that new colorway. Very interested to know. I kind of like it. I'll be honest with you. I was tempted. I was tempted to grab a pair, but we've got so many shoes incoming. It's just no point. It's just no point at the moment. But yeah, Richard, do you want to buy the table? Make me an opening bid. Let me know. Chris managed to get a pair of Super Blast 2s in the new colorway. Already sold out now. They really already sold out. That's unbelievable, isn't it? It is a phenomenon from 2024. How quickly the Super Blast 2 go on sale and then they get sold out. It is amazing, isn't it? It's one thing. Actually, that's a good point. We've got 2 videos I filmed at this weekend coming at sort of end of the year. A little bit different in terms of lessons learned, not just running, but also on YouTube. Be interested to get your feedback on here on live with you guys after they've come out in terms of the style and the content. Very interested to know on that. So make sure you tune into those. Give me some honest feedback. I'd like to get more of your feedback next year in terms of as we go through the year. So that's also, we've got, I would say we've got probably a couple more weeks of these on a Monday night before we sort of break up for Christmas term. Yeah. We kind of work, it's kind of awesome. We're kind of working like the school terms on this channel. Right, okay. Chairman Antelope is buzzing after winning the Super Blast lottery at the weekend. Looking forward to see what the hype is all about. I think you're going to love them. Someone just commented on one of my videos about how much they. Who was it? I'll tell you. Actually, I've got it here. Meg. No, that's it. I'll tell you what it was. They've changed. It's really annoying on YouTube in the back end. They've changed the like the comments tab. It's really annoying. It's so much harder. Here we go. Joe FC Bobby. Don't know. Finally got a pair of Super Blast 2, and they're well worth the hype. Went from 8:30 per mile and dropped it to 7 minutes per mile, and it felt effortless. Oh, and I must give a shout out to the person who absolutely hammered me and rinsed me in the comments about me referring to miles, running in miles in a 10K race. He was really, really rude. And I just wanted to say thanks very much. I mean, really, does it matter? Does it matter what if you're running kilometers or miles? Just get over it. It blows my mind. Gavin managed to snag a pair of Super Blast 2s for £144. Blimey. So there's going to be some. It'll be interesting to know next week. You guys are all going to be coming back and telling me what you think about the Super Blast 2. Alex himself as well. Here, look, Alex got a Super Blast 2 for £160. I've read they're quite firm. What are your thoughts? I'm currently using the Rebel V4, looking for something to improve my half marathon running. Definitely help. And and they're firmer than you think, right? That is a misconception with the Super Blast. You put them on, they're like this super soft, like amazing machine, but they are firmer feeling than you think. They are still. It's just the right blend. Is the best way for me to describe it. It's not overly soft, but when you lean on the foam at pace, it comes alive. But it's not overly soft to make them unstable, because that's I think some of the charm with the Super Blast 2 is that it's not unstable as well. So yeah, let me know how you get on. Okay, evening, Penny. Picked up the Phoenix 7 Hadsby, and I'm loving it. That's good. What's this? Matt purchased the Nova Blast. Purchased the Nova Blast 5 in the purple colorway and the Endorphin Elite. Yeah, the Endorphin Elite 2. I saw Thomas Believing the Runs finally got a pair. So that means they're definitely incoming. I think it might be January they're dropping. I know Thomas has got now a pair, so in terms of seeding and stuff like that. So expect to see more content around the Elite 2. And I say, hopefully they'll come on sale in January, but they're going to be a lot of money. I think it was £280 when they originally went on sale, which is a lot of money. Whatever way you carve it up, it's a lot of money. Travis. Hi, Chris. New to the channel, but love the honesty. Thanks very much, Travis. I genuinely appreciate it. I'll try and be as black and white as I can. I think I'm pretty down the line when it comes to certain things. If it's crap, I'm going to tell you it's crap. If it's good, I'll tell you it's good. I get some things wrong as well. Quite happy to openly admit that as well. And yeah, try and be as open and transparent as I can. If you're not following me on Strava, go up to Strava. You can see all the miles that I run, all the races that I do. I'm a little bit different to some of the YouTube people out there who review shows. I tend to do quite a few races and things like that. And obviously, we've got a club and community linked to us as well. We're not just a one-man band. So, no, I really appreciate that. Was looking at the Nova Blast 5 versus 1080 version 14. Yeah, I think that's probably the closest match to it. Ride 18, maybe. It's a similar sort of thing, but they're two very comfortable, very capable running shoes. I think that would come very much down to personal preference. I prefer the upper in the 1080. I prefer the outsole on the Nova Blast 5. Yeah, I think there's not much to choose between them. I do think the Nova Blast, I think the Nova Blast 5 is probably slightly more appealing to more people. And again, it's nothing to step away from the 1080 version 14 because it's a very good shoe. But I think the Nova Blast 5 will just win more people over. I think they're both very, very good shoes. They really are. Yeah, very, very capable, very good running shoes. To be honest with you, it's hard to split them. But I do prefer the upper on the New Balance 1080 version 14. Evening all, James Mitchell. Evening 40. Went with your recommendation and purchased the Glycerin Max. Funny enough, we mentioned that. And actually, just again, another shout out. If you're joining us live, get your questions and comments in. Doesn't have to be about running shoes. Could be coaching questions, whatever you want to do, or whatever really. You want to bid for the table behind me, then get your questions in, comments in. Did you get an Nova Blast 5? You know, what are you doing at Christmas? Whatever, I don't care. I'm here for the next 15, 20 odd minutes, so stick that in there. Right, but yes, going back to James. He loves the Glycerin Max. It's a great shoe. It's a nice new colorway that's come out. It's like a not khaki color. It's like a olive. No, olive's the wrong color. But anyway, it's like a darky green, browny color. Looks really nice actually, with like a blue Brooks logo on it. I really like that colorway. Again, tempted, but I just don't need them. I've got so many shoes coming in. Really lucky. So yeah, we don't need to do that. No, evening 40s, strictly for recovery, daily miles and long slow runs. Which would you recommend? Nova Blast 5, Evo SL or 1080. I have not tried the Evo SL, so I can't comment on that. I did ask Adidas about that, and there's low stock in terms of the product. So I will try again this week to try and blag a pair of them from Adidas, and we see what happens. If not, I'll wait like you guys for the drop, and I'll buy them myself, which is no problem. So in terms of the Nova Blast 5, 1080 version 14, I think I just mentioned it really, is that I think it's very hard to choose between the two. I think the 1080 would probably suit you if you're wanting to go, you're not too fussed about doing some more pacier work. I think the Nova Blast 5 will handle more pace work than the 1080, but both very comfortable, both very good shoes. 1080's got a better upper, Nova Blast's got better outsole. But there's not much to choose between them. Very good. James, I snagged a pair as I don't think we're going to see the pink. Oh, right. So you went for the Super Blast 2 in that new colorway. It's good. It's good. And Rob, you spent some big money at the weekend. Rob went and got the Super Blast 2 and the Nova Blast 5. Rob, you're going to like tomorrow's video. Just telling you, just leave that there with you. Stew on that for a minute. You're going to like tomorrow's video. But it may cost you more money. It comes out tomorrow, 11 o'clock, Rob. You've been warned. Get your credit card out, Rob. Could be making another purchase. Okay, what's this one? Evening 40 from Dan Parker. This is an injury question. Again, guys, joining us. Get your questions in. Question for you, if you don't mind. Injured my calf a week ago. Rested it and tried it again today. Pain returned after 2 minutes. When do you know it's okay to run again? I'm Daniel. I'm a qualified athletics and running coach. I'm not a physio or osteo or any medically trained. I would strongly recommend you go and get that checked out by a physio, and they will advise from there, my friend. I know it doesn't help you, and apologies, and it'll probably cost you 50 quid. But honestly, mate, it's best to get some medical advice on that. All right. But either way, just take it easy. Evening, Alf. Gary would love to see a vlog between the Super Blast 1 and 2. Now, to be honest with you, it's not Matt's point, really. They're both equally good shoes. Slight difference, but marginal. Yeah. Listen, Mr. T, why do you never mention the Shift in the Endorphin range? A good, easy day shoe. The Shift is a weird shoe. And I think it's obviously we've got the Endorphin trainer coming, right? So that I think 100% kills off the Shift. I think they made a big mistake with the Shift. And that's not saying it's a bad shoe, by the way, because it's a firm ride and it worked for, I think, for bigger people who liked that built up firmer ride back in the day with the Power Run midsole. But I just think it's a real shame that when they came out with that shoe, they didn't then develop it. And now what you've got with the Endorphin trainer is the direction, or what they did with the Convara Pro, sorry. The Convara Pro should have been called, and I think the Shift's a terrible name, by the way, but the Convara Pro should have always been called the Shift. That's where they made a mistake, Saucony. And I think they've recognised that by coming out with the Endorphin trainer. So I think the Shift's a good shoe when it was out. It's very firm. It was a chunky old thing, but it worked for bigger people who needed stability and needed a firmer ride. Okay, but I think they made a mistake by calling the Convara Pro, and I think now they've sort of amended that by going for the Endorphin trainer with the Convara Pro and the new foam in it. But yeah, that's my thoughts on that. Okay, last call, people, and thanks again to everybody who's joining us live. Get your questions and comments in. Running shoes, coaching stuff. What whatever it is, just stick it in there and I'll go for it. Okay. Here we go. Wanted to say thank you for the shoe recommendation last week for my 10K, and I did manage a PB. Well done, Chris. Congratulations. That's pretty awesome. Okay, Joe, you said the Super Blast 2 were the best for a 4+ hour marathon. Yeah, I did a video last week. Or was it last week, Joe, or was it the week before? When we did a video about sort of running shoes for people who don't run under like 4 hours, right? I get a little bit agitated because all we see is pictures of and hearing from people who run 2:53, running at people who go back going, oh yeah, I'm so-and-so and I run 2:54, come by my running app. That will most likely get you injured according to the comments that I see in the videos. It's just, it's just stupid. everybody's entitled to run whatever speed they want to do, and every accomplishment people make at their own pace is unbelievable. So don't just focus in on people who just run these like amazing times. And I'm not jealous or being negative. I'm just saying, there's so many people out there who are, well over 4 hours in a marathon, and marketing people need to focus on them as much as the other people. Yeah. So just wanted to give them a bit of shout out. So, would the Super Blast 2 be any good for a 6-hour marathon? Yeah, I think it is. You want something, that's comfortable. Now, again, we saw a lot of stupid comments on that video from idiots who don't know anything about, oh, you can't, any shoe shouldn't have a carbon plate if you're running over this. And people buy whatever you want, run in whatever you want, whatever makes you feel happy, whatever gives you that placebo effect, whatever makes you feel incredible, whatever gives you the confidence to go out and run your way at your pace, doing your thing. You go and buy it. All right. Don't worry about anything else. But for me, as a coach, I would want my runners in something that's comfortable, that gives them the confidence to run well, and it's not going to give them any issues in terms of injury. So if the Super Blast 2 is a shoe that you find comfortable, that gives you confidence to run in, and you can be on your feet for 6 odd hours plus, and it's going to be doing a great job for you, then that's the shoe for you, and you can afford it. Go for it. Yeah. So I was a bit of a rant, but I get a little bit annoyed about it. All this focusing on these, fast shoes, which they're designed for as well, people. I mean, pinch of salt. I totally understand that these elite shoes are designed for elite people. I get that. I 100% get that. And that's why some shoes work better for sort of other people as well. So that's why I mentioned the Kinvara Pro was a great shoe for anybody who mildly pronated, because it was so stable, but you still had a 3/4 plate in there. So it wasn't as rigid, and it worked well with the foams. You had the EVA foam in there, the Power Run foam, and then you had the PB on the top. So you still got some of that bounce back and some of that, super foam technology working with the shoe. Yeah, that's the way, you got to look at it. It's whatever works for you. That's the thing with these running shoes. Doesn't matter what I say. You may be a 2.5 hour marathon runner, so it's pretty relevant what I say. You may be better off looking at someone like Ben's channel. Ben is running. But then you might think, oh, actually, I'll run similar sort of times to what Fordy's doing, or trying to do what Fordy's doing. Then maybe it's something a little bit more relatable. Or, you might mildly pronate, so I'm a little bit more relatable. Or you might run the same sort of mileage that I run. Then I might be a bit relatable, because there's no point me looking at, and I love Ben Parks, but there's no point me going off a recommendation from Ben Parks. He's a 2:35 marathon runner, does high mileage. So what's the point of me looking at Ben? And I love his videos, and I love Ben. I think he's brilliant. I think he really is genuinely a brilliant guy. Well, there's no point in me picking off a shoe that he recommends. It's unrelatable. So, yeah, I think that's why, again, Joe, you set me off on one. But that's why basically I did that video about shoes for over 4 hours. And again, my average marathon finishing time this year was 4:01. I think 4:01 or 4:0, might have been 4:10. Anyway, whatever it was. So again, it's all relative. Okay. To help the table, will it be signed? Yeah, I'll get one of my famous mates to sign it. Speak up. What are the reasons that I run? The reasons I run is because I am. Let's just check that. The reasons I run is because I have many different things that I battle with, and one of the things that helps me, one of the things that helps my neurodiverse brain, if anybody can understand what I'm going on, that is running. It's my safety line. It's my lifeline to life. I don't medicate for my ADHD or the other stuff that I have. So, and not have, that's the wrong word, the way I'm built. So I use running to help that. So, I might be having a big shutdown, and running will pull me out of that most of the time. Not all the time. I could be totally overwhelmed. But yeah, it really does help. It helps. I think if anybody who struggles with, say, neurodivergence, and you're masking all day, and it's a real struggle, like being in any social settings like I do, and things like that, and then to be able to then go for a run, like it's It's so, like if I go to a race and there's loads of people there and it's great because we get so many people go like from the club and stuff. It's quite overwhelming. So to then be able to then sort of lace up and then do the run afterwards, it's really nice, and that's why I sort of get a bit hyped up at the start because I've sort of let all that masking sort of stopped, and I can just get on with the running part of it. So that's why it really helps me deal with just get through life really, and that's why running is so powerful for me. And so again, I'm a runner. I'm not an influencer or any of that crap. I do this purely because I just love running, and it is the one thing that sort of keeps me on an even kill all day long. And if I didn't have it, then I'd probably have something else that I would, use to get me focused in on and help when I'm overwhelmed and things like that. What's this one? Here we go. Took your advice, Chris, and picked up a pair of New Balance SC Elite versions 4 for my long runs. And I sound very impressed over the 12 miles. Thanks for the recommend. Yeah, great shoe. I wouldn't pay full price for them over here. They're not worth it. But they are really one of the best shoes out there in terms of so if you're slightly bigger, slightly slower, that's a great shoe to have. It really is. I was so impressed with it at Yorkshire. It was such a good shoe. But again, I didn't pay for it. I was very lucky to be sent that by New Balance. So very, very, very lucky. Hi, Fordy. Did you run on your toes or heels? I used to be a heel striker, actually. And then I spent quite a lot of time working on my form. Gym helped. And I progressed more towards the forward, the front of my foot in terms of where I strike. I'm actually conscious sometimes I'm too far forward now. But I worked a lot on my form. So really, really working in trying to engage my glutes and trying to push my hips into a more neutral position because I was collapsing back, I was leaning over, and I was hitting the heels quite a bit, right? So, but I worked on that. Again, anybody who's trying to transition from being a heel striker forward, then to say the gym's the best thing because it will help improve your form overall because you're stronger. You stand up more, you've got better core. That's a better way of doing it. I nearly did, this is John, I nearly did what Rob did and bought Super Blast 2 and Nova Blast 5, but with your videos resulting in 31 pairs of shoes bought in 16 weeks. Don't watch tomorrow's video, John. do not watch that tomorrow. It could be tricky for you. Tomorrow, too early for the Sonic Blast yet. We're not allowed to talk about that shoe anymore. Super Blast, Sonic Blast shall not be spoken about until now any embargo lifts. I am no longer, after today, going to mention it. We'd have to give it a sort of code word. Think of a code word that we could give it. Joe, it was last week. Yeah, thanks, Joe, for clearing that. Have you seen any great black? We did a podcast live stream. Make sure you tune into these live streams on a Monday. We did one. Was it last week? It might have been, or the week before. We did some Black Friday deals. So yeah, we've already been there, seen that, got the T-shirt. Alf, what's for dinner? I've had dinner. I had a pizza. And what's your favourite ABBA song? Fernando. And there you go. You're welcome. Top of the charts for Christmas. Your top 3 park runs in the UK that you have visited. Top 3 yet to do on your list. Top 3 park runs. I really enjoyed Isle of Wight. I always enjoy Chalkwell down in Southend because that's flat and fast. If you're looking to run a fast park run, I think that's one of the quickest. It's literally as flat as a pancake out and back. And another park run that I really enjoy. I like Aldenham where Petra's what's it called? Run director. I really do enjoy it. So it's either 1 or 2 laps around a really nice lake. It's a bit traily. I really like doing that one. Top 3 yet to do. I want to do that one down in the south coast, which is like the sort of the really tough Juney one. We've done Great Yarmouth, but I want to do that one. I want to do the one at Battersea, and I don't know about another one somewhere else. What am I doing? One up in Scotland. I'll tell you the one I'd like to do. The one in Florida where Hayden lives. That'd be pretty awesome. Okay, any tips on hydration running vests? I've never owned one, but I've signed up for my first marathon, so I think it might. Yeah, go to Decathlon. Just head over to Decathlon. Best place to buy anything like that. cheap, cheerful, does the job. I use a Salomon one. I've got several of them. I've got a Say Sky one. I've got loads of different ones. But honestly, the Inigi ones from Amazon are good, but they do tend to break after a while. So the ones at Decathlon are really good. Yeah, really, really good. Hadsby, local races or touring new places? What's your favourite? I really liked it this year when we got up to like Yorkshire and places like that, Manchester, Yorkshire. I really got around the country this year, so I really enjoy touring new places. I do like local races, like we just did the Remembrance Run. I really enjoyed that. I'm signed up for the Watford Half, which is an awful course, but I really enjoy it because it's local and Ben laughs at me. Chelmsford Half Marathon we're doing. So those sort of localish races I do enjoy participating in. But I really have this year really enjoyed going further afield, even to like Wrexham and stuff like that early in the year. What the hell is the Dynablast? It's a really cheap shoe. What are the least rocketed super shoes? Or rocketed? I think. Do you mean rocketed, Adam? I have strong feet and prefer to do the work myself. Deviate Nitro 3, HE4 PB, Hyperion Elite 4 PB, SC Pacer 2. I'm not running the SC Pacer 2. I was meant to get that from New Balance, but that never came true. I don't have the new Brooks PB yet, but I have chased that today, funnily enough. We were talking about that at the start. I'm trying to blag my way into a pair of Elite 5s for my race in spring, but I might end up in the PB, which is not a problem because I think that'd be a great shoe. So I can't comment on those, matey, to be honest with you. So I would say the least rockered super shoe that I have is the what's it called? The Elite version 4, SC Elite version 4. Oh, Mick's here. Mick, what happened? Easy beans on toast, happy now. Mick, you missed it. I said I was doing 30 minutes. I'm already 32. How does the Nova Blast 5 compare to Nova Blast 3? It's just a lot better. It's just, the foam is so much better than Nova Blast 3. I know. Question for the 10th type. I haven't got, guys, right. So I haven't had the Evo SL. Okay. So I can't comment on it. I know it's frustrating. I appreciate that. I should have had a pair, but that is what it is. But I say I will try my best this week to blag a pair off of Adidas. All right. I will be speaking to Adidas this week, so I will try my hardest to see if I could blag a pair. But bless them, they were really, really open and just said that they haven't got any to send out. So if I don't manage to blag a pair this week, I will buy a pair like you guys. So I can't comment on the Evo SL. I'm really sorry. So just have to wait on that one. Oh, we've got Hedgehog's the code word for the Sonic Blast that we're now not allowed to talk about. Okay, I like it. Oh, yeah, it's a good chat, Darren. Right, so there's anybody asking about the shoe socks. My favourite socks that you can buy for racing, running, just in living in general. We're going to be coming. We're going to have a link, I think it is, coming out soon. Long story short, I cocked up in terms of setting it up, and I've been going back and forth with them because I just haven't had time. There's going to be a link coming out where you'll be able to buy them cheaper. So just bear with me, Darren, if you don't mind. I should try and get that done tomorrow. I've got a bit of admin to do. So Josh, are you trying to wind me up? Have you tried the Evo SL yet? No. So sorry about that. But I don't know. Like, again, this is your final call, right? I'll probably answer a couple more questions if at all. But why are we so excited about the Evo SL? What am I missing here on the Evo SL? I don't get it versus the Pro 3 from Adidas. The Adidas Adizero Pro 3, right, has exactly the same foam. In fact, they took the foam from that shoe, the earlier versions, and put it in the Evo SL. So why not just buy the Adidas Pro 3? What sort of training are you thinking of? Are you thinking of the Evo SL as like a Rebel 4, maybe? Then I could kind of see it. I mean, it's a great price, 130 quid. But I don't know. Uh, I must be missing something. Maybe look, I might put them on and go. You know what? I get it. I get it. 100% get it. But I just worry. Is it one of those that's so hyped up because everyone at the Berlin Marathon got free pair and went, "Oh, these are best things ever," because they won a Boston place. You know what I mean? It's like seriously, right? So I can't comment. I really can't comment. But I'm super excited to try them. I really genuinely am because I just love the fact that you guys are so hyped up about it. I just find that sort of stuff really good because I love it when everyone gets hyped up about shoes. Has anyone had plantar tear operated on? Oh gosh, no. Oh, hang on. What's this? I've gone forward. Don't want an aggressive rocker if you're carrying a lot of weight through your okay. Fair enough. Adidas Pro 3s are still €200 here. Evo SL €150 and not a razor, so that minimalistic and more daily and versatile or not? Yeah, I said, yeah, I wouldn't pay €200 for the Pro 3. I think that's there's just no point doing that. My point about the Pro 3 is that if you could pick them up for like €150, then I think that's where it becomes. Although it's less, I wouldn't use it as a daily trainer, which is probably where you could use the Evo, I suppose. So maybe that is the point of it. So you know what I mean? Yeah, I genuinely, I'm excited to try them. Look at this hero, Joshua. I picked up the Pro 3s for 80 quid. Now that's what I'm talking about. Looking for a new daily. Yep, Nova Blast 5, definitely. Definitely. And no, Alfie, the table is getting the same size. I'm just shrinking lower in my chair. And that's that. Okay, team. We lasted 37 minutes tonight, which is pretty awesome. I was going to speak to you about an Adidas shoe, but I'm not allowed to talk about that. So I've left that on the table. We'll maybe talk about that another day, sometime in the future. So there's plenty of stuff coming from there soon from everyone. Get myself into trouble. So again, reminder: Ride 18, Sockety Ride 18 video this week. And watch out if you want to spend some more money. Watch the Asics video tomorrow that's coming out. I'm not sure what's coming on the weekly vlog this week because we had the Fulham one. I don't know, but I have recorded my training plan for my races in the spring, so that will come out at some point as well. Right, team. I think that's it. Thanks, honestly, for joining us. I think it's brilliant. I love it when you guys come on there and start asking me about the Evo SL. Hopefully next week, next Monday, I can have some news for you on the Evo SL. Be kind of cool. Does that mean Hayden's taller than Darren? You've seen the photographic evidence. I'm taller than Hayden. I've shown the picture. Everyone's seen it. We all know it can't be denied. So yes, I should be back next Monday. Hopefully, I've got some information for you on the Evo SL, whether I have them, don't have them coming, and I will let you update on that. And I think that's about it, guys. We slowly move into Christmas. Have fun. Get out there. Build some base. Ready for the new year. And I'll see you guys next week.